Before modern currencies were introduced, people used bartering as a means of exchanging goods and services. It was a simple yet effective way of trading goods without the need for money. The process of bartering involved the exchange of one item or service for another, with both parties agreeing on the value of the trade. In early times, bartering was the primary method of trade. People would exchange their goods and services for other goods and services they needed. For example, a farmer would trade their crops with a blacksmith for metal tools, or a hunter would trade animal hides with a tanner for leather goods. The bartering system allowed people to acquire what they needed without the use of currency. One of the biggest advantages of bartering was that it was flexible. Since it didn't require a standardized currency, people could trade a wide range of goods and services. This was particularly important in rural areas where cash wasn't always readily available. Farmers could trade their excess produce for other necessities, such as clothing or tools, which helped them sustain their livelihoods. However, there were also some drawbacks to bartering. For one, it required a lot of negotiation and bargaining to reach a fair exchange. Both parties had to agree on the value of the goods being traded, which could be time-consuming and sometimes even lead to disagreements. Another issue with bartering was that it could be difficult to find someone who wanted to trade for what you had to offer. For example, if you were a blacksmith and needed food, you would have to find a farmer who wanted metal tools in exchange for their crops. If there wasn't someone who wanted to trade, you were out of luck. Despite these challenges, bartering was a crucial component of the economy for centuries. It allowed people to acquire goods and services they needed, and it helped foster a sense of community and cooperation. In fact, many societies still use bartering today, particularly in areas where cash is scarce. In conclusion, before modern currencies were introduced, bartering was the primary method of trade. People exchanged goods and services, negotiating the value of the trade, and helped each other acquire what they needed without the use of currency. While there were some challenges to bartering, it was a flexible and effective way of trading goods that helped foster community and cooperation.